Hey, Mark Rodriguez here. It's a quick video with my thoughts on the latest trailer for Dragonball Super Hero, which is the big movie coming out in 2022. And yes, the subtitle is Hero, similar to the last one that was Brawly. So it sounds kind of weird because when you say it all together, it sounds like you're saying Dragon Ball Super Hero. So I'm glad it wasn't called Superhero because then it would have been like Dragon Ball Super Hero, Dragon Ball Super Super Hero. That would have been, I don't know. Like, my opinion, like, it should have another name, because there was, like, all these announcements about a new movie coming out and shit, and we finally find out the name, and it's, like, Hero, or, like, okay. But anyways, yeah, that was the thing about the movies, and, there was a trailer yesterday at the New York City Comic Con. The video's below on YouTube. I'm gonna put the official link. I don't like to do stuff where, like, the trailer's in the corner, or like I'm showing the actual trailer with my watermark on it. I don't like to do that. I want to take credit away from the actual people that, you know, make the trailer, the actual, I guess, toy animation or whatever. So the official link is below. Check it out, and, you know, you can come back to me with your thoughts and opinions. So, for this trailer, two big things come out because it is a more official one. There was an earlier one that was just Goku in a battle stance and the title and whatever. But this is a trailer that actually shows characters and potential plot elements and stuff for us to speculate on until we get either another trailer or the movie comes out next year, you know? So, first of all, in terms of new characters, we see this unhappy little kid, but we can tell he's like a super rich kid or something. I don't know. Maybe he's like so rich, even he runs the company. I don't know. He's in a fancy limo with these guys that are probably big-time businessmen. I wouldn't say they're his fathers. They're probably like his bodyguards or business guys that work under him. I don't know. But he's in the car. You can tell they're super rich or whatever. And there's a scene where he drinks from a cup and it has the Red Ribbon logo on it. So it's kind of hard to tell, but that's just like, you know, like a reference, a cameo, or these guys are actually working with the Red Ribbon Army, or they're trying to, I guess, revive the Red Ribbon Army after so many years, you know what I mean? So, let's see here. Then we see Pan, and Pan by this time, I don't know, she looks very young, but she looks like she can stand, because in Dragon Ball Super, she was a baby, you know? And, you know, a baby that can just crawl and, I guess, fly, because in that one episode she flew, but she could just crawl, and so, like a baby, you know, baby. But here, she looks like she can at least stand, so I want to say she's 1 or 2 or something like that. I don't know, like, how the timeline works, because it's very confusing, because I guess with Dragon Ball Super being over, and there not being, like, any official anime sequel, like, Dragon Ball Brawly and now this Hero movie kind of filled in the gaps of what happens after, so it's kind of weird. So I don't know if this takes place 1 year or 2 or something after Brawly. I don't know, but yeah, she looks like 1 or 2, at least old enough to stand, and she's powering up her ki, like her hair's kind of going up with the ki and stuff. So yeah, she's probably the youngest ki user of the entire series, unless Goku and Trunks did that too when they were 1 or 2. Who knows? But like, yeah, she's already training, so that's kind of interesting. We'll see like how she factors into the story, because, you know, I guess she has to. She's gonna be in the trailer. We see Piccolo there. And then we see more about the businessmen guys, and they have like this big thing, like with all these fancy screens. There's a screen showing pictures of Goku and Piccolo and Majin Buu and stuff like that, like some kind of contest or something. But it is Dragon Ball, so I'm assuming it's some kind of tournament. Maybe that thing is like a random select of who fights who or something like that. But it's pretty interesting to show that. And there's this new character, it's all new character with a cape. And obviously, by how he's dressed and stuff, he looks like he works alongside these individuals. And I'm assuming he's going to be super fucking strong, because at this point in the story, with how strong Goku and Vegeta and all them are, it's like, you know, like he has to be like super strong, you know what I mean, to be at least some kind of a challenge or some kind of a threat or anything, because Goku and Vegeta are just stupid strong by this point in the story. And on top of that, there's a very, very short blink and you miss it scene. A lot of people are talking about it in the comments of the trailer, and you gotta like slow down the video and whatever the fuck else. It's like very, like you gotta pause it in the right moment. But apparently Goku is seen training with Brawly, and that's fucking awesome that Brawly come back. Because, you know, it's cool to have him be part of the story and stuff. And actually a story that's not really centered about him. All his movies have always been about him, his return, his whatever. But it's kind of cool to have a movie where he's kind of there, you know what I mean? Also there helping and all that shit. And, yeah, what can I say? It's very interesting. I know the last movie kind of ended that they're friends now. And you know, Goku will visit him whenever, but, you know, it's kind of cool to actually see it happen and not just say it. And also, if you go by the manga, so far there's been 2 entire arcs. We got the Moro arc that ended a couple of months ago, and the latest arc is about this new character named Granola and whatever he needs help with, and none of these arcs have Broly in them yet. Well, Moro ended, it's already too late there. This one's kind of, I don't know, halfway point and no signs of Broly. So it looks like he's not going to be like in the manga officially, minus like the 1 or 2 callbacks that you mentioned them. So I don't know. So for this movie, it's kind of cool that Broly's going to be in it, even if it's for a bit or whatever. I don't know. Like I want to see like how can this new guy deal with Broly? You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, those are the major things. We see Piccolo, we see Pan, we see these businessmen with the big contest thing, and this new superhero type guy, and Goku potentially training against Broly. But another big thing I noticed is the animation style, which is very weird. It's kind of, I guess it's like CGI animation, you want to call that? Because I remember in the last one, a lot of the fight scenes between Goku and Broly, when they're fighting, it's all CGI, but of course they draw cartoon stuff over it, you know, but it looks so CGI. It looks like almost like a video game. Back in the day when I was trying to find good images of Goku and Broly fighting, I would always use images, and I would assume by the way they look, because they look very similar to like Dragon Ball Fighters and stuff like that, I'm like, is this a scene from maybe, I don't know, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or some shit? Like, no, that's actually from the movie, because there are some scenes that it was drawn in that CGI style, which is pretty weird, and there's other parts where the animation just goes nuts, but I'm not gonna go into that. But here, the movie, like, all the characters look in that style. They look kind of like all the cutscenes and stuff from Dragon Ball Fighters / DBC Kakarot, like, I don't know, it looks weird. Like, you see the parts, especially like Piccolo, like all the scenes of Piccolo meditating, and whenever like the scenes like zoom in on the faces and stuff, like the characters, it looks like a fucking video game cutscene. And yeah, like, you could watch the trailer and like it didn't have the thing at all. Like it could have been Dragon Ball Fighter Z 2, you know what I mean, or whatever, and we wouldn't have known the difference, you know. So it's kind of weird that that it looks like that, and while it looks cool for, I guess, maybe fight scenes or something, or whenever the animation gets crazy fast, I don't know what to think about, like, the entire movie looking like that. I don't know. That's pretty weird, because there's, like, a certain stiffness that kind of comes to the animation style at times, and you know, Dragon Ball is known for super crazy, you know, high, fast speed stuff, for the comedy scenes, you know, all the crazy facial reactions and shit like that, you know what I mean? So, it might look cool for a game, but I don't know what it's going to look like in the movie. I mean, I'm sure these guys know what they're doing, but I'm still very curious, like, how's it going to look like for a movie where the entire movie is drawn like that? I don't know, that's it's pretty weird. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's all we can say for now. We don't know, well, we know it's coming out next year, but we don't know if it's going to be like another trailer later on that shows even more stuff, you know, even more details or whatever. But for right now, that's all we know. And, yeah, it sounds pretty cool. I mean, most likely it'll be a good movie. All these movies have been good so far. Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Brawly. So I see no reason why Hero would be bad. I'm assuming it's good. I'm assuming it's going to be one of those special limited time releases in theaters, for limited theaters, the ones that actually show anime movies and stuff like that. So that would be cool. But, yeah, I'm kind of curious. It's just that art style, though. I don't know what to think. Like again, video game cutscene, okay, an entire movie, I don't know. We gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see what's going on. It's kind of cool though, because the movies like Brawly and now Hero, they keep experimenting with like different art styles and animation styles and stuff. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here. We'll see you next time. If there's any other like reveals or character things, or there's more confirmation that Brawly's actually in it, yeah, I'll probably report on that too. See you next time.